Well, welcome back to Cherry Street Sports for the TAB State Championships finals. We've got 6 ends to go in the men's fours final, and hopefully we can get it through without any further interruptions. We did have a short, sharp shower a little while ago, and water pooled on the ground, so slightly suspended play.
Opening end, these players, they don't get to have a trial end after a break, they're just straight into it. Saw the previous end, Engadine got one after a bit of an unfortunate result by Gary Kelly, and Jamie Mitchell down well here. It's what Warilla need. Relatively low scoring affair, Andrew. Heads have been tight. Hasn't been too many options for big counts so far.
Jason, can I just leave this with you for a minute?
Yes, you can.
I just got to go up the other end and draw our camera.
Okay, Craig. Yeah, that's a brilliant home and a counter as well. So Warilla straight into it. Setting up a good head here. Callum Murray now. Well, he's pointed this pretty well. All down to speed. He's nearly drawn the absoluter. That's a great shot. He would have loved for that to get back a bit further. It's basically sitting jack high. Gary just asking for Craig to play positive. He wants to be under that bowl. Oh, he's just chipped it across and so Jack just hung a little bit wide there. Still see just slight drizzle still coming down here. Playing positive weight. He gets under that and gets to the shot bowl, but just swinging through. Well, he did get it. Unfortunate. Chipped it across to behind the jack, and it's finished in a better home now for Engadine. They've just had 2 or 3 very, very unlucky results for Warilla now.
You ever get to think it's not your day?
Starting to look like it a little bit, isn't it? Can cause some frustration, but from a team perspective, you've got to go, you know what, we've been playing good bowls in good areas. Keep doing it and try and get that luck to turn around.
Well, this little shower might persist for a few minutes and then should pass over. Looking to just get down to the shot bowl. Couple of feet away.
It's a few more than a couple of feet. He's got it out, Lee Stinson.
Well, I'd press replay, but always sees Gary's back.
What a great... We did get the end result. What a great shot by Lee.
Well, is that the turning point? Just inspire the team? I think he's made 3.
Yeah,
very close to it.
Warilla boys are high-fiving. That's a big result in the context of the match. So,
Jack Lewis, critical time for his team.
Jay Breust.
Jay Breust, well, some bloke in a green and black shirt. Got spots on my glasses going out there.
Well, Jay, if he skirts that, well, he didn't. That was his bowl coming up, though.
Yeah, well, the short bowl strikes again.
Does. And, well, is there opportunity now for Gary to add to this count? I think it's 2, maybe 3, Andrew.
Yes.
Gary doesn't want to fatten up the target, though. He can still hang wide either side and count.
Look, there's still a fair bit of room for Jay to get in there to cut it down.
There is.
Gary really wants to add to this count. Hope Jay misses. Give him a chance to draw with his last.
Well,
he's looking for the shot bowl.
No, he's not. He's looking for the
closest Engadine.
That could be second wood then, Andrew, based on that shot. Having another look.
Well, yeah, it might be just the second. That Warilla's got at least the next 2. So it's, just the next 2.
Even if it's third wood, it's probably not a bad option. He can hit and stay and get 4 quite easily.
Oh, Jay, he just needs to draw another one in.
Yep.
And not close to the other.
Yeah,
I actually think he's playing the smart option here. Clear air on the backhand. You can finish Jack high, that's fine. You get second shot or shot. And out that side, Gary cannot get them both.
Well, they're very interested in this. Is he up enough? Well, it's enough for second wood.
Yeah, well, that's saving a big count. Gary's got a draw for 2. Pick his hand. He can play forehand. Just got to miss Jay Breust bowl. If he can get underneath and roll his own, or just around to draw inside. If he rolls his own, he'd be a chance to make 3, but I think he'll just go the sensible option. Try and draw down forehand and just get around that one, drop in for a shot. Hard to judge on this resumed end. 1 to Warilla.
Yep.
14-10, and we've played 16. All very similar to previous lengths that Warilla have rolled. And Jason, if you look over to the northwest a bit, there's a little dark band of cloud. I'd say that's the one that's just been over us. They're sort of out over the side of green 3. There just seems a little dark band.
Yeah, that won't come to us. It's moving away, that is.
Well, decent start from Jamie. You can see on our camera.
Well,
that rain is
coming from the east. It's a bit southeast, and that's where it definitely comes from here. So, it's starting to get heavier again.
I'm going to send Gary down the other end with the umbrella. The boys will sit this end under cover.
So, conditions pretty difficult out here for players.
Gloomy, dismal.
Yep.
A little bit cool, a little bit wet. Dan's just turned Jamie's over one roll. Didn't bring it in to count, but
Well, we see the completion of another game over there, Andrew, on green 1.
the reserve 4's completed.
Yep. Craig down, finishing a good home. A little bit of precipitation getting on Andrew's camera again.
I'm not going out in the rain this time.
Now, Callum, does he pull up? Give it every chance down there. One thing that the players did say when they resumed last time, they didn't notice much change in the speed actually, Andrew, and they're very surprised that the Greens are still running at a good pace to play any shot that they want.
Well, they started the day wet, so really the conditions probably haven't changed all that much.
Callum just wants to be up now. Does he get past that front one? No, he doesn't. So, favour 2 to Warilla here. Ideally, Lee Stinson can get a little tuck of that jack around the corner. Really hide it away from Engadine here. Well, not sure if he's wide enough here, Andrew.
No.
Pace wasn't too bad.
No real damage.
Yeah, so it's definitely one, probably 2 shots here to Warilla. Jack just went a little bit high there. So, for Lee, I think he's just looking for another 2 bowls of grass, if that.
Yeah, just around his own. He'd actually probably like to be cutting the centre line. But around the front bowl, if he gets around that front bowl and cuts the centre line, can just trail that jack.
Well, he's slightly wider this time. If he's got the same weight, he's close, I think. Lee Stinson, does he get back enough? Gets any jack's good. Whoa.
Yeah, he didn't want it with that weight, though.
Yeah, just a little heavy that time. He wanted to make sure he got it there. What a great effort, though. Jack just trying to dead draw this. There's a couple of conversations about pushing up through the head, but well, that's a very good effort. Could be even second. Maybe in the argument for shot.
Yeah, I think Jamie's bowl on camera looks close, but on camera we found, particularly behind, a little bit deceptive.
But Gary Kelly can see it clearly. It's a draw down to that last bowl, turn it out, get yourself 3 shots.
Craig Roberts, bowls rubber and umbrella holder.
Yeah, good bit of teamwork going on out here amongst all the boys. Oh, I like his line.
Might be a bit speedy.
Well, no, just
judged by Lee's reaction, he had the hand out as brakes.
It's one of them things. Are you playing to draw that bowl and sit it through, or do you want that dead weight to tuck the jack around the corner? You've got to make a decision there, I think, Andrew. You can't play both. And obviously it's a question of your line too, isn't it? It's a fair bit of distance between them.
Fairly close.
Well, that is the shot. Great shot, Jay Breust.
Well, he's going to try and land that one. Lee's interested.
He's very interested. Gary gets it clean. He hasn't stayed. He's definitely got shot.
Could be as many as 3. Don't know whether the one at the back counts. I don't think it does. In fact, I'm looking at it, don't think at all.
Well, Jay Breust can probably play a similar bowl here, Andrew.
Well, it'd be probably easier to try and play that than dead draw in these conditions.
Well,
he's wider than Gary was, but I don't think he's got the same speed.
Oh, he's got the speed to just dead draw it instead. Little trickle, and that's his bowl there. He's turned that into 2.
Well, that could be
It's a massive bowl.
the game changer.
Engadine again have come up with answers. Jay Breust, bomb. Scanlan, first one, good weight. Jamie Mitchell looks like to be on a good line here. Just wants to run up a bit now. Slight adjustment of line here for Daniel. He's got some positive weight this time as well. A little bit unfortunate, but
Well, 4 ends to go and 6 shots the difference. Probably the time where Warilla need to make a decisive move.
Jamie just wants to get under here. He has.
Got the little feather.
Oh, he would have loved to get right behind that jack, but that's a good bowl.
Well, Callum, he'll be positive here.
I've seen Engadine play like this. As soon as there's... Yeah. Great shooting, Callum Murray. They've done it all game.
Just turned the heads around.
Yep.
The difference has not been much. Just the right edge of the right bowls for Engadine, and Warilla just can't seem to get that little bit of an advantage.
Yeah. Well, calling for this to get down. Just run out of a bit of speed.
It's still a good effort, and it's in the path a little bit there. You've got a chance to get between them, but
well, Craig's on a positive line here. Some pretty good weight. Yeah, he's finishing a good home actually. Would like to get some contact in there, obviously. Well, that first bowl of Craig Roberts has just fallen down, so I wonder if that changes. No, still one down.
wants this to get down to the
Well,
bowl.
Jack
And
Lewis. So it did look like that flopped down for shot, and then straight away Engadine's come back with an answer. Lee Stinson, does he get down in that gap? Lee Stinson gets down for the jack. Oh. Wow. It's just been one of them games for Warilla.
Not living their life right.
They've played so many great shots, just haven't got the ideal result.
Well, I don't know if you heard on the microphone, but Gary Kelly said go there for Jack again. Jack's the best result. You get the bowls, not too bad. These touches in the ditch. So he pots this Jack. Could be holding a couple.
Well, I'm telling you,
Very
Andrew.
close. He's banged it straight in. What a bowl.
2 in a row from Leroy. Great shooting. Giving his team every chance. Nearly sounded like an apology there from Lee. Sorry I didn't get across that side. 2 great bowls there by Lee Stinson.
Well, you see one sitting there straight on top of the Jack. And one just a little bit away. Could be holding 2, I think. Maybe up and down for the second one.
Well,
Jay Breust.
He wants this to pull up. He wants it to pull up. Whoa. That fell in.
Had a
by
look.
Half a roll, Andrew.
Had a look, said, no, I'm going to drop.
So, we think it's 2. Not sure. Yep. Indication is that, 2 to Warilla. Chance here for Gary.
Well, really, all he needs to do is draw past the 2 metre mark on the centre line.
Well, just
To
make it
count.
hard for Jay Breust. At the moment, Jay's got 2 metres of room to at least get a third. A good third to a second.
You don't need to be too aggressive.
He just wants to get past the line.
Well, maybe.
Jay, very similar bowl. Slightly higher line this time, but plenty of room to come down in there. He's played this really well. This is great weight. So,
Oh, that's probably second. If it's worth another 2, we'll probably see Gary go for this.
so it looks like
I think Gary's going to try and run that bowl into the ditch.
he's looking for the wide one and across onto the other one. He's looking for the boom boom.
Well, I don't know if they... Well, they need to put these back just in case they need a measure.
It's been declared anyway. There's going to be no change. So, 1 to Warilla. And again, we see Jay Breust there come up with an answer and nullify a count for Warilla. Great lawn bowling. But 5 shots, 3 ends to play. This final is anyone's still.
One other game, well, two other games out on the green. Two on the other green. Senior women and senior men. Women on the adjacent green.
Next door in the women's, yeah, Cabramatta. Can't quite see the scoreboard. 20-10 now in favour of the Cabramatta ladies after 18 ends. So for Marylands, must win 3 ends, Andrew. Right. Jamie dropping those too short. Dan with his first one, just stayed on. Good adjustment of weight back. That's a great bowl there. Still a bit of room for both teams though. There we go. There's something. It's been mentioned earlier, so Craig didn't opt for the cloth. He actually opted to wet his hand more on a puddle. That's something that's been mentioned by a couple of players, that they'd rather their hands wet if the bowls are wet. Seem to get better grip. Callum, well, he's a bit disappointed in himself there, but easily done here at the moment. Rain's still coming down. Craig's a lot more interested in this one, he is.
Needs to keep running.
He was for a bit, but just pulled up on him. Callum got the clear run, gets back. That's a great shot.
Well, you enter the tipping competition for the Platinum Pennant competition. You got a chance to win a Drake's Pride player prize pack worth over $1,000. Action gets underway Friday night this week. First game, 6 o'clock. Friday night, might be a 5:30 game even, but jump on our Bowls New South Wales website, bowlsnsw.com.au, follow the links, and you'll be able to join the tipping comp and take your chance to win that Drake's Pride player pack worth over $1,000, set of bowls included, your choice size colour logo apparently.
Beautiful. Blue and white bowls with the black Cronulla Sharks logo. Sounds great. Might just
Not allowed to, you can't use them in September though.
That might just increase a few comments coming in, I think, Andrew. All right.
A bit like Dragons bowls, they don't work in September.
Jack pretty well down. Well, that's in the count, Andrew. So, looks like there's going to be a call here for lead. Bit of a call there for Lee to get down to the jack. There's a port there up front. Come down through the two Jamie Mitchell bowls. Lee really taking his time here. Good concentration. Important part of the time of the game. Well, he's away. Does he get it down and under? He doesn't, but that's a Craig Roberts bowl onto a Jamie Mitchell bowl. He gets some luck and...
Well, he made two.
Well, definitely one, but they're not celebrating it. Possible two.
Probably just the one. Jack Lewis Backhand. You're just looking to get up to that head. Looking for a clear road. At least the rain has eased off significantly. All but stopped.
See Gary Kelly come down here on his backhand. He can just draw down to that Engadine bowl.
You roll it once and you're definitely 2 or 3.
Well, you roll it once, you're 3. It's that simple. Draw inside of it, you're definitely 2. And he's finished in all right home there. Fine. Warilla have got 2 right on the edge of the ditch, but Engadine have got a few in between.
Well, can Jay Breust do it again?
Well, he has been sensational so far. Oh, just turned in there then.
Just got the little jag on the shorter bowl.
Yep, same shot. Better result after that.
I'll just lay that Engadine bowl over or draw a shot.
Well, he doesn't want to get
wants
onto
clear
that.
road.
Oh,
Well, still probably 1, but I wonder if that's changed the dynamics at all.
well, for Jay, probably makes his shot easier here. 1 turn of his own, he gets the shot.
2 turns onto the jack and he's 3.
Well, most definitely, Andrew.
No need to be gentle with this one. Not going to be going quick. Just arriving. You're probably trying to draw it with the knowledge that if you happen to be a fraction heavy, there is a good result available.
Well, boys are interested.
And he's not that fraction heavy.
It's a very good effort, so
It was a very lacklustre indication of who was shot.
yeah, it's definitely one. Scoreboard attendant up there has turned it over. Four shots, 2 to play. We may see.
What odds for an extra end?
Yeah, well. Next door, Cabramatta are out. 24 to 10 now, 2 to play. Massive ask there.
Close the books there, I think. Look, mathematically possible. Infinitely improbable. Whereas on this rink, well, whoever wins this end, go into the last one with a bit of momentum.
Yeah, that's better by Jamie. Finishing in a better home. Much better.
For Warilla, they'll be looking for a decent count. They'd love to get a 3, even a double. A double nice, a triple even better. Even it up, massive.
Daniel's just giving it that little bit more weight. Yeah, boys are happy with that. Give it a chance.
We've had 28 shots in 19 ends. It's not exactly a high-scoring affair.
A few opportunities for multiples. Craig Roberts now. Just wants this to get up a bit more.
I just wonder if that last little shower has taken a little edge off this green. Just freshened up the surface, softened the grass a little.
Yeah, time of the day, lights kicking in. So Callum gets right up into Dan Scanlan. That's now 1 to Engadine, definitely.
Possibly even 2.
Craig's looking for that bit more positive weight. Both his bowls coming in.
Come on, Craig, get up there. Keep working, Paul.
Probably would have been enough to get shot without the touch, but still probably short, I think, with that weight. You need to be through this jack, I think.
Callum hasn't got up either, so chance here for Lee
Lee
Stinson.
Stinson. Craig at least has opened that portal. So, confident draw, trail that jack back a foot. You're playing to trail the jack back a foot and you hit your own on the way in. Chance to push him in for shot. Got to play positive here. Need to turn this head in their own favour.
Well, is that getting down to anything? Beats the white will be a good start. Yep, well done.
I think that one's shot now.
Well, what it does, Andrew.
Gives them another one behind.
Yeah, and Engadine. They've got 1 out of the closest, probably 5 now.
Yeah, well.
Still lots of room there, but
Jack's got to be positive, and well, there's
he
plenty
has.
on this.
this is what I mean. Just got to give yourself opportunities. Warilla have put bowls in fair areas. Okay, there we go.
Well, Gary said he actually thinks they're down. Turn their own. Little trail. Could make 3.
Yeah,
Tighter line.
there's a positive line. In the area, probably. Down. Oh!
He's got the
Lee
toucher.
Stinson again. Well, I've got to say, Andrew, he has played 3 or 4 absolute howlers.
And got nothing.
Well, 1 he got.
Got a.
Yeah,
He's been in the area, but just hasn't managed to.
yeah. I think Lee's wondering what he's done too, but oh, this is a very good bowl there by Jack Lewis. Finishing a really good home.
Well, that's just separated out. But can trail that jack still. Trails it back a metre, and it's 3.
Well, no matter what, Warilla, I think, must win this end, Andrew.
Well, it becomes a mammoth task if they don't.
Well, looking at this, does he get down enough? Gary, turn, sit that. Well, it may have flopped back for shot. Yeah, so Engadine saying that they're 1 down. For Jay Breust. It's just, like to say, a simple draw.
Yeah, look, if Jay can get the shot hit, they're 5 in front with 1 to play. We haven't seen many big counts at all. You'd have to back them to get home.
Jay Breust has played many a big bowl in this game so far. Up and over. That is brilliant. Again, asking Gary Kelly to manufacture something to keep his team in this match. Or to even just make a shot.
Well, you trail it back. Metre and a bit, you'll be 3.
It's one of them ones, isn't it? It's really weight dependent.
I've got to say, it's more of a... This is not a shot you'd play if you were leading.
Gary on a slightly tighter line from his first. Does he get around all that? Well, he turned into it, so...
Well, Jay Breust, he can draw another shot here.
Yeah, well,
6 in front with 1 to play. And the other game is being declared. Cabramatta. Another title. In the 4s, Cabramatta seem to be pretty much invincible.
okay, Jay,
Breust.
chance here. Put another one in and get it out to 6. God, look at this. Jay Breust. He has been phenomenal, Andrew, especially in this back half.
Going to measure for another one.
Well, no, I think this. We can see why he was our state singles champion last year with bowls like that.
Well, last end. 6 the difference. Are you tempted to bring the mat up and try and bury the jack? I don't think so.
I don't think so. It's just getting that jack up to the tee.
They have brought the jack up, mat up.
Reduce the chance of
A kill.
a dead end. That's right. You see a lot of these tactics for those that have got leads. And the last end. All right, let's get that jack up to the tee and limit the chance of a kill.
Well, importantly, Dan Scanlan is behind the jack. For Engadine, that is critical. Do not give the Warilla boys a chance.
No.
So, don't need shot, just need to scatter them around and cover all the bases. Jamie Mitchell, fantastic start.
Yeah, for Warilla, they've sort of got to group some bowls here, Andrew, and give Gary a chance to move a jack or move a bowl.
And look, Dan, that's actually a pretty good home. Probably would have preferred it to be another foot in distance. Jamie Mitchell. Well, it's 2. One on either side, though. That's an invitation.
Well, maybe, maybe not.
Well, it's an invitation to just play over. You're not doing anything silly here. You try and sink this jack now, and you're inviting a 6.
Yeah, most definitely.
Here, you're just playing that good foot, 2 feet, even half a metre.
Well, Craig Roberts, trail a foot himself, I think is a really good result here.
Just got to be up. Warilla cannot afford any bowls out of the count.
It's a little underlined, but does he push through? He
He's
has.
in the count. Well, there's 3. Callum. Better line.
Yep. Just about the speed now.
Oh, he's pushed it.
I think Craig Roberts needs a little trail here. Tidy this up, make it harder for Engadine to get to.
Just got to be positive to it.
Well, has he got it wide enough?
Well, he's going to sit in amongst.
No, he isn't, but finishes in a good home. Well,
That's 4.
Engadine still have to be careful at running here. There is gap there, you miss there, but players have this ability, you'd think there'll be some sort of connection there. They may just go, you know what, we're defending 6. Let's just try and get one closer than their 4 for a start.
Well, Jack's played the other hand. Got a couple of chances here. And, oh, it's locked it in there. There's still 2. Good thing for Jack is his bowl is locked in on the... Lee's just got to try and turn over. Turn something over there, just give themselves a chance.
Off of that, well, he has.
I think now, Engadine, go for it. Play solid weight, forehand, down into that pack. Get rid of 2 or 3 of them. And say, well, you want it, you have to kill it. They got the best back. There's a big wall there. You hit that wall, you get a result.
You get a gap and you're under pressure.
Oh, he's good enough. He's got a 2-foot wall.
I agree with you. I do agree with you, but
Back yourself.
from a Warilla perspective, you're looking for those little tiny things.
Only needs to hit anything here. There's only 3 Warilla bowls in that area left now. One's been kicked out to the side, and I think one went in the ditch. So you need 6 to count. 2 are now out of the equation.
Well, they've still got 3 in their hand to come.
And you got Callum's bowl locked up against Jamie Mitchell's there. I think he's got to try and draw to turn Craig Roberts over. You need every bowl you've got left in your hand to count.
Yeah. Probably with that jack movement slightly back a little bit further, the kill's really nearly out of the equation here, Andrew. Unless they get a bounce off something behind, but could be something that Warilla might be looking to set up for now. How do we set this head up so we can get a kill? Instead, nah, Lee up and at it. Let's go for it early. Well, that hasn't made it any prettier for Warilla.
I think he was going for the kill then.
Yeah. Yeah.
And unfortunately for Warilla, Lee's got, again, great hit, no result.
No, he hasn't had much luck with those shots. He has played very well, I've got to say. But the Engadine side...
I'm not going to get him to get me a drink tonight because he might spill it on me.
Yeah, but hats off to Engadine. They've just
had the edge.
Yeah, they've had the edge. They've limited any opportunity that Warilla getting any big shots. Very key.
Jay Breust has played a couple of absolute bomb conversions.
Most definitely.
And cut downs.
Yep. Dan and Callum up front have had bowls in really good areas. Not a lot of short stuff, but
there hasn't been a big difference between the teams. Just that 20%.
Just that, we saw Warilla get a couple of unfortunate results. We did.
Lee actually touched the jack a couple of times with a shot and moved it all of about 3 millimetres. Gary, he'll go big, trying to get a mess out of this and the jack to go spinning out of bounds.
I think some messages saying that the progress scores haven't been updated for a while. Quick look at that.
I fixed that. Took him off the screen.
Okay, Gary up and at this. Can he get some sort of result? Well,
Everything but. And unfortunately for Gary, it's still there in the way.
well, he's got to play down through the white now, trying to edge onto the jack. That's about the only chance of a kill now. So,
Jay Breust should draw to the centre line and put it on the end of the line. Not the tee, the other end.
I don't ever mind turning the white up onto the jack, and taking that chance out.
No, leave the gap. Don't make it any closer.
It's still on.
He's got to hit that white on the right angle, and there's a good foot gap. That's a long way between that and the shot. He's got to hit. That's gone in the ditch.
Got to hit. Well, it's come back up.
Stayed in.
Whoa.
Warilla.
It is.
So there we go. That's all but the state championships over. The senior men, the only one out on the green now. But we can confirm in the women's, it's Warilla Warilla in the senior women's, Cabramatta in the women's. Engadine has defeated Warilla in the men's. In the senior women's, it's Warilla, I said that one, and Wagga Rules has claimed the open reserve for us. And the senior men still going, and it's 20 shots to 8 after 18 ends. And on the left was Harbord, I believe. On the left, no. It's actually it's Club Maitland City on the left. DJ will be nearly partying. It's Harbord trailing 20 shots to 8. So that one very close, but it's a big thank you to Cherry Street Sports, to Club Lennox and Austinville Plateau. Fantastic hosts of the TAB State Championships 24-25. It's been a magnificent effort from all the volunteers, the staff and the board of all three clubs. A big thank you to the team of Bowls New South Wales, who have put in some big hours over the last team, our sport team. And a big special thanks to our Bowls Australia club support manager for this area, Jason Pinnick, who's given up his time, come to help us out every day, lent his voice. We do thank you, Jason, and would you like to say goodbye?
Yeah, thank you very much. And look, I appreciate the opportunity with Bowls New South Wales to do this bit of work. But what a great state championship it was for 24-25. Saw some brilliant bowls. Conditions not ideal, but the clubs have really delivered. And look forward to state championships in 2026 when we head to Dubbo.
And 2027 back here in Ballina. But for now, it's good night, and we'll see you. Well, you'll get to see more bowls Friday, Saturday, Sunday in the Platinum, and then we're back at it again live on Monday with the State Junior Championships. Till then, a very good evening.